Georgia man says authorities wrongly arrested him based on a match generated by facial recognition technology. Randal Quran Reid filed a lawsuit this month against the Louisiana detective who sought his arrest warrant. Reid spent 6 days in a Georgia jail before officials corrected their mistake.
Queen City News Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes standing by here. So, Khalif, that man has now filed a lawsuit. Does he actually have a case here?
I mean, Mr. Reid's case seems to be pretty cut and dry to me. I mean, they're alleging false arrest, malicious prosecution, and negligence against the police department in Jefferson Parish. And it seems to be clear that it was some violation of his due process, of his civil rights. I mean, I was the former chief magistrate here in Mecklenburg County. Anytime a person in North Carolina gets a warrant taken against them, they have to go to the magistrate's office. That process is rigorous. The officer will come in, they'll testify. I'll ask questions. It'll be back and forth. And I want to know one thing. Well, where'd you get your information from? They listed in this complaint that the officer said we got it from a credible source. What he failed to tell the judge was that, well, my credible source was a facial recognition software that's taking photos, millions of them, from all over the internet, from Facebook and other social media places. That's the credible source. That's all you had. This individual had never even been to Louisiana. So just even a little bit of digging deeper would have found out that, okay, you maybe got the wrong guy.
Well, the facial recognition, though, critics say that it does misidentify black people more than white people. Is there proof and evidence of that?
I would say the proving it portion you can point to a couple of things. There's 5 lawsuits that I can point to against this company right now, this clear AI company that other individuals are suing. 3 in Detroit, 1 a pregnant woman that was 8 months pregnant where she was not at the scene as well. And so I think the lawsuits are mounting up. And so being able to point to clear and convincing evidence that this is discriminating against African Americans or people of color would be a hard one to argue. But I can say that it does have the appearance that it is discriminating against, or at least using information that they may not want to overly rely on to take out warrants. I mean, we have to think about the process of detention. Let's go back to history why we have this. Our Fourth Amendment protects, unlawful search and seizure. And you want to make sure that you're not unlawfully detaining someone without having done some type of background information. If we're over-relying on technology to do the work that a human being would have done in the past, I think we are clearly missing the mark, because this person sat in jail for 6 days. 6 days of not going to work, 6 days of your family trying to figure out where you're at, trying to make sure that you are safe, that you're in a place that you don't belong, you haven't committed a crime, your job may get rid of you and fire you, all for something you didn't do. And if you contact my office, we're not doing it pro bono, so now you're paying lawyers' fees, thousands of dollars to get out of jail for something that you didn't do. And
it's hard to come back from that, but we know that AI, of course, is starting to creep into every aspect of our lives. What do you think this does in terms of a precedent for using this kind of technology to help make police work easier?
It needs to be a checks and balance for sure, and so I think that's probably where you start. The closest thing I can connect it to is electronic discovery for civil cases. When the big boom for companies getting technology to go through documents as opposed to actual attorneys, the court said you have to have some human interaction. And I think you need to have some human interaction with this. This was the worst case scenario because you had this thing with the AI, but then you also had this e-warrant submissions to the judges. And so there was no interactions with the law enforcement official. They received it like a teledoc appointment. The judge just looked at it and clicked enter, and then they got it back. And so I think the combination of both technologies really played a part in this individual being, wrongfully detained. And to your original question, I think that bolsters his claim, because you cannot point to any person that had any involvement. Once they found out in Louisiana that they did not have the right guy, they were like, okay, let's let him out. Well, it's 6 days too late.
Yeah, that's painful to a lot of people, especially if they become the victims of this. Yep. But these are the growing pains, and unfortunately, that you have in this type of technology. All right, Khalif, thank you.